Hello, hello, hello. You guys didn't hear any of that. Apologies for being so late. Good reason for today. So I was sat, well, I say sat, jeez. I was making a cup of coffee and looked outside where our pond is. I think I've put some pictures up of that in the past. And noticed the thing was empty. And it's like, it's not been that hot out, so if I get this right, here is the pond. So you can see it was pretty empty. You can see our plants in the bottom. If you look over in this one, those two rocks at the bottom, they are the waterfall that I made for it. That black bag that you see just there was underneath where the plant is hanging over the waterfall part there. That was underneath there. That's for the barley to stop algae growing, or to stop combat algae growth. That got pulled out somehow. So pond drained. At the bottom of our yard, we had another barley bag which we were experimenting with. We found out we put too much in. That had moved. Where is it? There it is. You can kind of see the spot where it was and where it's moved, kind of on the edge of the greenery there. So that's moved like maybe a good 2 foot. And then I got looking again. The pipe there that's open is what supplied the waterfall. So it just pumped out all of the water and left me with one hell of a mess to fill up, because obviously I don't want those plants dying, so I had to go quickly put some water in the pond, and so it delayed the stream by a good chunk. So apologies, but at the same time, no apologies, because if I left that go, and that pump would have been dead, and probably those plants too. So to say the least, I've had an interesting morning already, and that literally just happened. I've got a feeling it was a raccoon that's probably come by last night, smelt the barley, going, food. A big, fat raccoon at that. So anyway, let's get on to some farm sim. I thought I'd explain that one for you guys, so it'll give you probably a little chuckle. And now I've got to go arms deep into water to sort that out. You see the water down that much, it's like, what the hell's caused it? Yeah, Ricky. It's a needs must. Or needs must? Needs must on that one. Yeah, raccoons. Honestly, I was talking to my mum earlier, and she was saying that she would love to see a raccoon. I was like, we don't see many raccoons around here. Legit, I've only ever seen one raccoon here where I live. When we go up north camping, you see them quite often, but not around here typically. So that got me thinking, like, after that, and then we see that, like, that waterfall, they're heavy bricks. Well, I say they're heavy bricks, they're heavy stone slabs, so there's no way, like, a cat or even a skunk would have done that. That must have been a raccoon. Must have been a raccoon. Alright, we're going to play the hand of God here in a second. But yeah, raccoons are interesting critters, for sure. And we are going to buy this piece of land. Which I said, I think, in today's video that I will end up doing. So that's 5, 0, 6, 2, 80. No, we're not out in the country. We're in a... Oh, it's not heavily built up, but it's a relatively built up town. Yeah, this fixed it, if it's velocity. It's mid-spring. If it's big, thick snow piles, it can last a while. Just like an IRL. You see huge snow piles in Canada and sort of up north in the States, and they will last quite some time. If they're thick enough snow piles. I did buy the wrong field. You're correct. Oh well. I actually don't mind. It's gonna do the same purpose, so. We'll just do this. Hey, Austin. Was that completely? Power. There we go. I just think I've bought a way bigger field. A way bigger field. Good lord, look at the size of it. I don't think I've actually ever bought this one in Oakfield before. Alright, we are going to do course play on this one, and generate course, that one, probably going to do like 4 headlands. Yeah, start on headland passes. Generate course. Success! Yes! Cosplay's got some issues, I've noticed. If you zoom way in, it kind of really puts all those lines everywhere. Okay. I presume this works with Courseplay. I've not actually used this thing on Courseplay before. Yeah. I really hope Giants put in some 2-wheel drive tractors at some point. That'd be really cool. Oh, we're clamping it. I do not want to have that much bales. I may, like, this is slowly going to be for cows. I'm not gonna, it depends how much we get out of it. If we get a crap ton, I may ferment it right away. If not, then I'm just gonna do another cycle of it. Oh yeah, that's important. Right, needed to go into this beast. Do seasons get patched to work with Courseplay? Seasons is always work with Courseplay. I've never had an issue with seasons not working with Courseplay. Catch you later, Massey. I almost actually did Lone Oak today, but seeing how many views Dave had in his stream, or people in there, I was like, I'm not gonna bother doing Lone Oak. Takes 1 for rotation to ferment. Oh, really? Cool. So yeah, to ferment. So yeah, the way I want to do it, we'll just see how much grass we get. If we get a lot, then I may be fermenting it this time around then. What are we out of even? I think we're out of... Hey. Let's open right now. Seed. Had a problem with cosplay making seasons skip from spring to winter. Huh? How, Hector? I have not seen that issue at all. I've not heard anyone else complain about that one. Does anyone have issues on transport emissions on this map? I haven't done any, actually. What's the issue with it? Stopped. When was the last time you updated Courseplay, Hector? Like, if I open up Courseplay, what's your bottom number here? Where it says .dev. You may be running a really hellishly outdated version of Courseplay. Because I've never ever had that issue. That's a good question. That might be it. I'll have to check when I get home. Yeah, check when you get home, dude. That's probably it. I'm probably a few days behind, but I always am. I'm on 268, so if you take a screenshot or something of that number here, then have a look at that right above the cursor when you get back. When you go to the store... when you go to the store, you have to reset the game on a silage machine. Is that a seasons? So it could be a seasons thing right there. Anything interesting happened last week? No, not really. Same crap, different day, you know how it goes. Oh, I never saved the course this was on yesterday. Well, I guess we're doing a bit of seeding first. Hey, Hayden. How's it going? Can't wait for GPS to get adaptive curve. It's going to be a long time before we see that, though, I think. Yeah, I've seen the new interface Wolf's made. It looks clean. Looks very nice, I like it. I prefer one like we had for the original GPS. It's just what I like more. But, hey, the one that he's got right now, it works very well. Indeed. Chat does seem very quiet today. Someone said that in the past. Hey Ford, what's up? About wear on tires. I think as a mechanic it'd be kind of cool, but at the same time, it was just. I think people would want it to turn into like tractor mechanic simulator or something along those lines, where you'd have to go up to it, use an air tool to take it off or whatever. And never say never, but yeah, I doubt we'll ever see something like that. It'll end up being a push button thing, or it'll wear down with your repair thing. But then they'd have to take into consideration quite a bit more than what they do now, like how much time you're spending in the field compared to carting on the road. So if you're in a tarmac environment on the road or whatever, hard surface, tires are going to wear down much sooner than if you're in a field more times than ever. What's the same? You're not trying to use the same game save, are you, Wagwan? If you are, that's your issue. You need to be a clean game. And did you overwrite Oakfield when you put it into your mods folder, or did you delete it first and then put it in? I think I know what you're doing. You're probably doing it through the in-game menu. You'll have to delete it first and then install it. You can't overwrite. I deleted the old version and used the new game save. Is it a game save that you had Oakfield in before? Out of curiosity. If it is, go into your mods folder and straight up delete that folder that the game save was in. So if it was game save, say 10, delete the folder that says game save 10. Because I've not had a single issue with that. And I'm using what I believe to be exactly the same version that you guys are using right now. Also using the same version of Seasons, that's for sure. Whatever you're doing to tip a tractor over in the first place? What's the error code that's coming up though? Yeah, it sounds like we've got a long way to go. Oh, did you say... I thought you said error codes come up though. Or did you say no error codes? Oh, not showing error codes though. Oh, not showing. Okay, that's me reading and not reading something. I want to see not what it actually saying. My bad. Yeah, As I suggested, do that first. If that doesn't work, and it literally deletes Oakfield again, re-download it, but re-download it manually from the website instead of the in-game menu, and do the same with Seasons. Delete Seasons, reinstall it with manually through the website. It could be something happening with the in-game mod hub screwing you over. Oh, we're gonna get a lot of grass out of this field. Jeez. Oh, sorry about that, guys. I just sneezed something quick. Imagine a cat crawler tractor, 180 horsepower mod. I'd love to see, putting it in the pit, I'd absolutely love to see an old crawler tractor, like a Caterpillar crawler of some sort. Not a bulldozer, a crawler tractor. I think that'd be really cool. I always use the website, never use the in-game. Okay, yeah, just do all of that, retry it. Something could have corrupted in the save, but it's the only suggestions I've got. I've not seen any issues like that. And Andy, what game resolution do you play on? 1080p. I don't see the point of playing any higher. I don't think this screen's capable of any higher either. I know the computer most definitely isn't. So I just play on 1080p. That's more than enough for me personally. Even once I get a better system one day, I'll probably still be 1080p. I just don't see the interest. I'll go into higher res. What am I looking for? Little wagons. There we go. Well, it's 56. I love the chrome one better. I really do like the chrome one. This is new though. This is new to the game this year, I think, right? And I don't think I've used this one yet, so we may go with this one. We'll be ready. Okay. Yeah, I really don't care when it's ready. It's just preparing. It does silage run away in game with Seasons? Thank you, Gamer Dragon. What's up, Gamer Dragon? Canadian Farmer, what's going on? Yes, really it does. How long does it roll? How long? Is there any sense me doing this then? Or is it only when you uncover it, or does it automatically uncover it? I may be forced into getting cows sooner than I thought then. Dang. Only if it's uncovered. Oh, okay, so I manually have to uncover it. I will not be uncovering it then. Oh, I was hoping it would come up snow. I'm doing good. Started way later than I was expecting. Was there making a cup of coffee, look out the window at our pond, and to see it's pretty much drained itself of water. I've got pictures, but yeah, well, I'm not going to put them up. Unless you want to see them. I can show you the pictures if you want to see them. The waterfall that I made has been tipped into the pond, and you've got a bag of barley stuff in there to help fight against algae, or algae, whatever you want to call it. And that was pulled out. Yeah, I'm suspecting a nice big raccoon's come along to vacuum all of that up. And got in the waterfall, stepped in the wrong spot and knocked it over. We may need to get the tractor with a bit more puff. Oh, it's pond liner. Basically, the pipe going from the pump to the waterfall that I made got knocked off to the side, so it was literally the pump just pumped itself empty. That's what happened. And we got plants in there, so I topped it up with water before the stream, which is why I was so late. So they didn't die. I think this thing's like 225 horse. Something like that, 215, one of the two. It's warm outside. It is, it's like 26 out there right now, it's not pleasant. Humid too. $27, I think that showed, feels like 33 maybe? Yeah, it feels like 33. Rain starts at 5:10, so after the stream I've literally got to go out there and deal with the frickin' pond. Which I don't usually mind doing, it's just the scenario of it, this one. Come on, old Betsy, get up the hill. This is such a beautiful tractor. Oh, it's not broken. The pump literally just pumped out the water. I'll show you the pictures so you get a better understanding of what went on. Okay. I'll turn the brightness up as well so it's even easier. Has that actually stopped? Oh no, the crew's got knocked off. There we go. So here it is. The top bit, you can see the stones in the water there. That's where where the waterfall now is. Over there is the pump that pushes it up through. You can see the black hose that goes around and up to the top there. So that's quite substantial, and it's obviously been happening overnight. So I'm pretty sure it wasn't like that yesterday. I hope not, because that pump will be absolutely foobar if it was. And when should that be? Okay, let me just stop this so I can show you guys. Right there. So one of the lines is cut, which is the one that was pushing out the water going across the waterfall, and that is the pad that was there to hold the rocks. So it's just literally pumping and pumping until it emptied itself. And that bag of barley stuff there was in the pond, so that's been dragged out of the pond. And we had another one at the bottom of the garden when we were attempting to do it, but we put way too much barley in, not understanding about it too much, and it just made the pond real bad. So this here is the bottom of the garden. You can kind of make out where it was. So it's moved about 2 feet. And it's heavy, like the wind wouldn't have done that. That's an animal or something. Or someone. I had a good look around to see if someone tried to break in or just mindlessly doing some damage or whatever, but seems all above board. So yeah, I was rushing around like a headless chicken to go sort that before my stream. That's why I was, well, I set it to be, I was going to be on time. I was actually going to be early from what I set it at. I set it at 10 past. I figured I'd be out of the shower by maybe a few minutes past 2. Nope! So hopefully, in theory, the fact there's water in that top pond, there's no damage. Hopefully, and I'll be pissed if those slabs are broken. I'll be really pissed. Nah. Nah. Yeah. My guess is it's a raccoon. My guess is it's a raccoon of some sort. Skunks are big, but I don't think they would have done that. And it's not like we get coyotes or anything like that here, so it wouldn't have been that, and it's most definitely not a cat. Cat's too light to move that stuff. And it wouldn't have dragged that out. Like, it wouldn't have been strong enough to drag that bag of barley out. Unless, when the waterfall fell in, it created enough of a wave to push that bag of barley out, but I doubt it because that bag of barley was trapped underneath the top ridge of the pond as it goes in, so yeah. And I'm pretty sure an animal's done it. Trash pandas around here. But honestly, I've only ever seen, walking down the road one time, a raccoon. No doubt they're around, but you don't see them much. They're comical animals, raccoons. They're fairly intelligent. They really are fairly intelligent, but they are comical animals. Put it this way for you guys in the UK, raccoons are... You know how foxes get into people's garbage and trash cans and stuff like that? That's what raccoons are like. Maybe a small bear? Nah, we're too built up to have bears around here. I'm not very far away from Toronto. I'm like, say, an hour 40 away from Toronto, so an hour 20 minutes. It's too built up around here for bears. Now she's struggling. It would actually be kind of fun if you can get them cheap enough. I doubt you can. Get like a trail cam, put it up there to see what animals do come around at night by the pond. Be kind of cool. Be something to upload to YouTube. Maybe I'll look into it. Oh well, yeah, animals can do a lot of wagtail stuff. You should just collect the grass going downhill, then shut it off going up. Could give that a go, I guess. And let's be honest, it's going to be the weight to this 36-ton already. Beavers cut down whole trees, build dumps. Yeah, beavers, like, it's crazy we're talking about this. Me and my mum were literally on about this today. and she was saying about beavers, and they are actually, you think, they may not seem intelligent, but to build a dam, to understand water flow, to be able to cut down entire trees and drag chunks of trees, granted they don't take huge trees usually, it's smaller ones, and to be able to do all of that, they're incredibly intelligent. Now, they cause a lot of damage when they build their dams, but it's pretty cool. Animals, yeah, they're smart creatures. Now granted, if it is a raccoon doing it and it comes back and does it again, I may be wearing a nice raccoon skinned hat. Of course I wouldn't, because I've got nothing to do that with, but yeah. If I had the means, it would probably be finding itself dispatched relatively quickly. Yeah, this thing's getting too full for it. I think we may have to retire the 7810 off of this. Don't corner raccoons. No, raccoons can cause some damage. Especially if it's a bigger raccoon. Oh, watch out. Nah, I wouldn't do anything. I've got no means to do it, nor have I got the want to do and hurt a raccoon. If we could, I'd probably want to trap it and move it, but I wouldn't kill it by any means. What good's that gonna do? I left it on the whole way up, my bad. Someone's about to call me out and try a bit. I was actually going to row all of this up, so the next field I'll windrow it up. Gonna chuck some fuel down on this one. Oh, how opposed would you guys tomorrow to see a Lone Oak stream? Are any of you actually interested? And I want a good show of numbers on this one. I wouldn't mind doing a Lone Oak stream every once in a while. I saw the numbers Dave had in his stream today and it really put me off doing Lone Oak today. Because they were not that good at all. I think once we dump this off, I'll run the class down and power this with the class. Going up the hills is just killing me. Yeah, definitely not every day. Lone Oak, I saw the comments in today's video, and I got on the topic when I recorded the video for tomorrow, which is Greenwich. And I was thinking, like, the series that I was on about doing ages ago, where we'll do videos on it, streams on it here and there, and you guys will see big jumps forward, like maybe even a full year almost, in when I'm doing content on it, is basically going to be the Lone Oak. Because I have actually been playing the Lone Oak a lot off camera. Well, obviously off camera, but in my spare time. Which is 90% of my time. So that's probably what that's going to end up in. I'll do the time-lapses stuff and all of that. That will probably be Lone Oak. More than anything. Because I do a lot on this map, but it's all streams and stuff and then videos on top of that. So that's my thinking on that one. Now right now I've harvested all the fields, I've seeded. By tonight, more than likely I'd have ended up... Probably at this point we'll go through winter and possibly into spring. I'm looking at getting animals on there, but I don't know what animals I'll get. I'll probably get chickens or something, just to start off with. Yeah, it's not going to be a Pacific day or Pacific month or Pacific week or anything. It's just going to be, hey, I felt like recording this, here we go. This is what I've done, this is how it's going so far. Because that's the thing with Seasons. Everyone's is going to be so different. Seasons is going to screw every one of us in a different way, somehow, somewhen. It's guaranteed Seasons will screw you at some point. Now, of course, I'm using the GEO for Midwest on there, so I'm expecting I'll probably get a good amount of drought at some point. That being said, I don't know, because I think Seasons have tweaked the way drought works, as somehow I didn't get thought of that. They can make drought, but we cannot irrigate our crop yet. So I think they're working on that, so I don't know if drought is an actual thing right now in game. Because it's unfair for them to cause a drought when you can't irrigate even. One other pigs is many. Hey, that's the thing. I saw what got put up on the mod hub today for the pig food mixer, or the pig viable pig feed stuff there. So it is tempting to do pigs using that. I has to admit. Cool. His message was good. His message was absolutely fine. And if you're wondering, for whatever reason, Ginger, your message was hidden automatically by YouTube, and I think Paul accidentally clicked on the wrong thing. And I just got a notification. Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I'm going to be streaming for a while. I started late due to stuff going down in the backyard. AKA, some animals caused issues with ponds. More importantly, my pond. That is my baby out in there, basically. $41 ton, jeez. They're using all 200 horse of this thing. Wonder if I throw Difflux on if it'll help. Yeah, we've got 41 people in here. Yeah, the stream seems very quiet today. Really quiet indeed. Landy's streaming longer today. Not looking forward to pond repair. Honestly, I love doing work outside in the yards. Absolutely love it. Don't like the heat, but I love working out there. I'm not looking forward to getting shoulder deep in freaking nasty pond water. Is what I'm not looking forward to. I went down to the fire station to do circuit training. The guys ended up getting a call before we started. So I had to grab the doors for them. Oh, sweet. What type of fire station is it? I'm guessing it's, is that retained or one where they're there all the time? Is that retained? I think retained is the one that they're there all the time. What's the other one? What they get? Pages. Now, Landy would be streaming longer to make up for the fact that, well, I didn't start until almost 20 past. I know everyone loves the John Deere 7810, but what's your opinion on 7800? Same machine, basically, just less horsepower, right? Retained. Okay, yeah. Retained is part-time. Well, then it's full-time. Oh, okay. Yeah, the fire station where I grew up, they were retained, so local jobs basically, so they could get shouts to there, very much like the lifeboats. I haven't looked at that one. I'm not into the placeable system one bit. I really don't like it, so I don't pay attention to any of the placeables, honestly. I really don't. I know there's probably some gems, but I've got no interest. What day is class coming out? The Platinum DLC is coming out the 22nd of October. Move on smaller John Deere's. Six to 10. Physical size or engine horsepower you're on about there, Howard? Because you think the 7810, what is it, 180? 170 horse, something like that, I think? And it's not it, and I can straight happily say this for once. The 7 or the 10 series isn't a huge tractor in size. It's just friggin' reliable. It's enough modern technology, but old school engineering where they are damn near bulletproof. Yeah, no hablo too, yeah. 6810 would be sweet. Let's be honest, a lot of the John Deeres of this era would be awesome. Wouldn't it be amazing if Giants and John Deere just put out a 10 series themselves? Like, the full 10 series range. That being said, this isn't just the 7810. You guys got to remember that. Like, if we go to this, I think it's under mediums. You see what it starts off as? Now granted, that is just specs, physical size and everything. Yes, it's probably the 7810 chassis. Because I think the 6 of this series, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it a smaller frame and everything? But if we go down to, is it this one? No, it's not that one. Yeah, so you got the 7600, 77, 78, 7610. Didn't someone just say that? 7710, 7810. No, so that's 175, whether that's accurate or not. I boosted it to like 215 horse, something like that. So you've got your options there. This is a that tractor. I really should do a mod review on it. It's been out for a while now, granted, but it's probably one of my favorite tractors out, without a shadow of a doubt. Hey, babe, what's up, dude? Oh, I did flip on all that time too. Oh, tractors beasts, 1940s on there. Plus fluids and stuff. Oh yeah, for sure, John, for sure. When I'm fully situated over here, I got a job. I'd love to get myself an old tractor. I really would. Once I got my license and a vehicle that I can tow with, you better believe that I'll be getting something. What, I don't know. We'll get something. Something with a 3-point hitch, I think. There's so many people that they go for the old, like Bill's T-Max, his it, John Deere AR. Amazing tractor, but I would want something with a 3-point so I've got more use for it than just shows. When you get your tractor, we do videos. Who knows? Because this is years down the line, Howard. This is years down the line. It's not going to happen in the next year or so. I highly, highly doubt that. I got bigger priorities to get set straight first than worry about something like that. I can see myself getting an old Ford, to be honest with you, like a A10 or something along those lines. Grass cutting business possible? Yeah, no. Nah, I'd want to do plow days, shows, but I want to use it. Does it get one of those in decent condition, or do a part or restore on it myself, and then make it so showroom condition, but use it. It's something that no, I didn't have it in the UK, Scott. Otherwise, yeah, it'd be a lot more easier. Trust me. I would have my license over here. There's so many people that really make them look beautiful and just never use them. It kills me, that. I was saying it to Bill when we were at the tractor show, like, these beautiful looking tractors, I guarantee they never see an ounce of dirt nowadays. And that kills me. That really does kill me. Do it up so it looks nice, keep it clean, keep it maintained, use them. Sam, Platinum is what they're calling that expansion pack. It's going to be the DLC. DLC is called Platinum DLC. Your game then will be turned in, have the logo of Platinum Edition. Platinum Edition is basically halfway through the game cycle, that's all. It's not a separate game by any means, it's literally just that DLC. Rebrands the game. I don't know why they do it like that, but they do. Yeah, as well, cause I've seen a few of them kicking around, and Daggerwin did a video restoring one on his machine restoration channel, an old Kubota, one of the old Kubota compact tractors, nothing too big, but I would love to get my hands on one of those. I know they're nothing compared to the modern ones, that's when Kubota were kind of but I love the shape of them. They reminded me actually a lot of these John Deere series, or an older John Deere like that. I'd love to get my hands on one of them, and that I would turn into cleaning out the driveway machine for sure. It's something like that, something that I could do some stuff with like that as well. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe has an old Oakfield sitting in his garden. Won't get rid of it, really. Yeah, that's a shame. Yeah, this is a 7810. That's seven tractors older than me. I'm 21. Working every day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you there on that one. Yeah, he did sell it. Yeah, I think it was an old salt spreading tractor, right? Because the whole back end was rotted out. Had a cab too. Which, yeah, I'd probably, well, let's be honest, you'd keep the cab, but I like open station tractors. Daggerwin probably made a, I don't know if he made a killing off of that, but he probably made some money off of it for sure. Hopefully he made a profit, at least, after spending so much money on restoring the damn thing. Yeah, the small Massey with the loader, that's for him, that's, yeah. For whatever stuff he does around the house, I guess. He must have some land at his house to need that stuff. You know, in Oakfield only. Yeah, I've heard of Oakfield. I know exactly what you're on about. I've been into classic tractors for years, far from just farm sim stuff. I used to get the farm sim, jeez, the the classic tractor magazines and crap like that when I was growing up. So yeah, I've always been into tractors. It's not just Farming Simulator that's turned me into someone that's like tractors by any means. Heavy machinery as a whole I've always enjoyed, no matter what it is. Yeah, I definitely don't think notifications went out properly today. Probably I screwed myself, but oh well. Oh, a new tractor. Without a shadow of a doubt, old tractors are neat, but as far as... and it's something that I understand and I don't think a lot of people get. Driver fatigue, comfort, stuff like that to keep you going. You want a tractor that's modern, that's got a decent cab, that has decent soundproofing in there, that's got decent air conditioning, especially with the temperatures that are over here. And auto steer, as far as someone who would own a farm, that's a saving grace, because you are literally working maybe a few inches overlapping each time, so the money you're saving there is probably quite phenomenal compared to days gone by. That being said, there's so many retro systems that you can fit in with auto steer. Something like this would probably be decent. But there again, the European spec 7810s, for example, they appealed to me way more than the North American ones. The North American ones look horrid. They really do. I don't know if there's much of a difference or not, but they really do not look good to me. Oh, really? Now, plain and simple, auto steer saves money. Especially when you see them, more importantly than ever. Being that precise. Spraying as well, considering chemical is so damn expensive. You're being more precise, you're being more efficient with the time. It's a way to go. If you stream Lone Oak, what are you playing? What are you playing for? What save? If I'm streaming Lone Oak, it's going to be the save that I've been keeping for myself. It's not going to be a special save. It's going to be this exact same game save that I've been playing for the last 3 weeks now. That would be whatever's over here, Paul. It wouldn't be an agricultural tractor as far as modern one. Like, say, a 7810. There's not a hope in hell you'd get something like that and then storing it. What am I going to do with a 7810, for example? Sure, I would love one, but what the hell am I going to do with one? These things, I don't know about over here, but in the UK, they are going through the roof in value now. Hey, Greg. But it would probably be a compact tractor or an older tractor from like the 40s, 50s era. Hell, if I could get a crawler tractor, an old Caterpillar crawler tractor, oh, that'd be amazing. But chances of that happening is slim. That'd be pretty cool to have. Something different and unique. Need a decent truck to be able to pull that damn thing, though. No, Lone Oak is not out yet, and it is not in testing yet. I think Oxy was saying we the testers, should be getting a new version of that soon. We, the testers, being me and Rainbow Dave, I think, really. We had 2 tractors, combine, bought from America some years ago. Both Europeans and Americans were almost the same in the field. As far as in the field they go, yeah. I think the lighting packages are different. As far as the 7810 goes, typically the American tractors don't run fenders, so the front one's the sides, which I think is the drastic difference. Like I said, lighting packages are different as well, for sure. And maybe engine spec is slightly different, but these things were built in the States, so I doubt it. They're probably identical engines and trans and everything like that. Wheel spec is also a huge difference. Obviously in the UK you don't tend to see row crops, or well, I'll speak for the UK, you don't tend to see row crops. So that will be a huge difference as well, and I can't stand row crops. They serve their purpose, especially if you're in the corn belt. But I like this setup here. Not much, Craig. Just put it like that. Not much. I think they're over 190 mods in testing yesterday. 11 days waiting. Ooh, dang. Import charges. You got to think. One Lonely Farmer. Most of you have heard of One Lonely Farmer. He imports his John Deeres from the UK to the States, and he's quite openly said it still works out cheaper for him to do that than to buy the same equivalent tractor here in North America. Work that one out. I'd love to see a proper breakdown, but it's One Lonely Farmer, we never will. But if it's working out cheaper, yeah, that's something to say, and I think he enjoys the Euro spec more. Seen a video of a real life 780 combine in the UK. Wanted to watch the video, see the difference, but forgot. Oh yeah. I don't know, as far as combines go, what the differences would be on them. Probably not a whole lot per se. Again, wheel configurations, maybe lights. Lighting packages would be different. It depends what combine it was. John Deere range, you've got some American combines which are just sold in the States, and probably Australia, places like that. I've not watched One Lonely Farmer's channel for quite some time now. I do like the fact he's just straight to the point, no BSing. That I appreciate as far as a YouTuber goes. They don't sugarcoat. Says it how it is. There's too many people that will dodge the bullet as far as stuff goes like that. Do you prefer the American style? Oh, the English style. 100% European style of farm machinery. I can't stand the North American stuff. Looks horrible in my mind. Probably because the row crops, fenders are missing. But I really do not like the US spec stuff at all. Never have, never will. Wow, the turning circle on this thing's non-existent. There's Class Lexia, not from Farming, Houghton Fields. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, there's also been confirmed, guys, the Class Lexian that we're going to get in the Platinum DLC is going to be the brand new shiny Class Lexians. The 8000 series. I wonder why they've gone for a 1000 series instead of sticking to what they had. Oh, is he? Yeah, I've not, like I said, it's been probably a good year since I watched any One Lonely Farmers content. How come he's hard to watch? Has he gone real political again? Yeah, he's definitely not afraid to speak the truth, that's a damn sure. I'm gonna harvest corn of the week. Good too nice. I'm not sure if they've started harvesting corn here yet. I don't think so. The corn is really far behind because of the weather. How long have you done the stream for? Does it say what? I actually don't have a time for that. 1 hour 6. I want to finish this field and ideally row that field up, but I doubt we'll get there yet. Viewers and other things went, oh really? Go figure. He drives in the trolls. He really does. Like, if people are bugging him that much, there's a ban button on YouTube for a reason. Just get rid of them, problem solved. That's what I do over here. That's what we did yesterday. We have about 140. Yeah, I saw that in the news. You guys hit. Was that when you guys hit 40 Celsius? Was that like feels like temperature with humidity, or was that the actual temperature outside? Because that is just sickening. And I know we're not completely full, but this thing's struggling big time up the hills now. I was wondering that where I saw it in the news in mainland Europe, there, Germany, and all of those places. We're getting hit real hard with temperature. Don't know the capital city of Cornwall. Cornwall probably doesn't even have a city, it's probably all towns. Exactly. His own worst enemy on that one. Any YouTuber that does that. Look at Rainbow Dave. I'll call him out on that one. Rainbow Dave used to do the same thing, and look where that ended up. Him up so many times. And I've done it in the past as well. You just got to know when to stop. You can only goat them so much. Jeez, I had the whole thing on that time. Got like, really, babe? Jeez, so that was actual temperature. That is sickening. That's like Australia. I bet you guys don't have ACs in your home, as well, do you? I know the UK doesn't. I just couldn't imagine it. Could not imagine being in the UK with that. With air conditioning. Yeah, we were getting that as well over here, Ford. Like, with the humidity, what the real field temperature was like was 40 a few times. How long do those bunkers, silos fixed now? Have they had issues? Apparently we have 1 litre of grass. It's the never-ending grass. I was on vacation. Oh, lucky then. Yeah, the back corner doesn't cover. Was that with seasons? Or was that before? Because I never had an issue with that on the normal save. Actually, did I have cows on the normal save? Now I say that. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Not unless it's something I've not noticed, but if people reported it to Oxy, it should have been fixed. Yeah, I remember now. I am out of coffee. Son of a... No idea, Craig. Oh my god, really? Oh my god, really? Well, I guess it would have been 12 o'clock somewhere, as the saying goes. Kind of must be all over the world then, Hector. Oh, 5 o'clock somewhere. Gotcha. Yeah, 12 o'clock. I'm not sure again. Can't say I've ever spotted it at least, so I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The grass texture has changed. Did Oxy say Jones not allow grass texture changes in 19? Oh, Oxy managed to find a way of doing it. Why is stuff floating? Or is that how he's done it, maybe? There's... yeah, I don't know how he's done it, but there's stuff straight up floating. What the hell is that down there? Interesting. So we're probably going to end up getting through this field, and that's where we'll have to call it for the day. I was hoping to row that field, but not looking likely. You can see roughly where it is, so it's almost done. Controller seems fine now. Touch wood. Give me my tenner back, I know. No, what I'm actually planning on doing, Gav, I'll set all that stuff aside from the donations, and once one goes on sale, I will get myself a backup. But yeah, I ended up... Have you been in since then? So what I ended up doing, that literally after the stream, I ended up opening it up, taking a look-see, and it is 100% the button, the actual switch itself that's soldered to, if you like, I'll call it, for lack of a better term, the motherboard of the controller. So it's that that's got the issue. And what I ended up doing was cutting a little square of electrical tape, putting it over the actual button, the switch itself, to make it a bit thicker. And then the plastic piece that's on the bumper that would initially touch the plastic on the switch, I put more electrical tape around that to thicken that up too, so it's actually hitting it. It's sort of in a good spot. It looks like initially what it was doing was pushing on the edge of the switch itself and not enabling it to actually compress properly as a switch. So straight down it was kicking it off to the side. It's hard to explain. So it seems okay, but it is going to fail at some point, so I'm just going to look for one on sale and pick one up and have it up there with the 3 Xbox controller boxes I've got up there, waiting in the wings. So if I do have any issues, pull it out, plug it in, be good to go. Okay, I'm off. Happy bonding. Catch you tomorrow. Yeah, see you tomorrow. Touch wood. Yeah. Touch wood. Knock on wood. You know, knock on wood. As soon as I've done this, Craig, then I am done. Bodged it with some sticky tape. Did I used to watch Blue Peter? Yes, I did. And here's one I bought earlier. And bring out a new controller when this one breaks. It is bodged. It will break. The switch is definitely foobarred. When I was making contact with it with the tip of the screwdriver, where I was hitting it as the controller would normally, it wasn't picking it up. If I managed to push the switch down dead center, it was making proper contact within itself and working. So it's only the matter of time before it fails. Actually found the receipt of this controller, and I bought it on like the 3rd of February this year, so it's actually lasted me a lot longer than I was expecting, but still it's not good. Not even a year out of it. Your head. No, you'd hear the hollow sample. Doesn't last so long. No, it really hasn't. Yeah, it really hasn't. It's weird. Obviously, it was a component failure, not anything I've done. There's no way anything I've done. I try and baby these controllers as much as possible because it really is something I use, obviously, every day. Can you create Amazon wish list things you want and need? I could. I also have a donation link that next to never gets used, so same point. What's the point? I don't want to be one of those channels that's just donations, donations, give me money, please. As much as I could use it. I could use it to ship my computer desktop over. I could then use it to upgrade my desktop. The reality of people being able to be in the position that are on this channel, as far as I'm aware, being able to do that, and from what I've seen in the past, probably slim to none. To be quite open, I'm not a Mark Armstrong channel where he just gets rained on, and kudos to him. Nothing's wrong with that. But I'm not one of those channels. Hey, Jack. And then Jack comes along. But after being told how much it cost that dude to get his friend's computer shipped over, it's something I'm seriously going to look into possibly, but we'll see. Yeah, Jack. Alrighty, one more and 2 more passes. Oh no, maybe 3 in a bit. And then it is all she wrote. And the mower has finished. Beautiful. What time do I go to bed? I go to bed at 10. I go to bed anywhere from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning at times. Possibly not tomorrow, it depends on what map I do tomorrow. The day after, I will probably be bunking all of this lot. Or actually, on video. I'll be recording tomorrow, so we'll probably do that. But around playing Oakfield Seasons, love it, cut lots of grass for silage, and left field and a half to hay. Huh! I've not managed to be successful with hay yet. As long as you're quick, and don't hang around, you should be able to pick up the grass with no issues. Depends on what the weather was, I guess. Like all of this is obviously clearly going into grass silage. No, Jack, I'm not going to do Alone Exteriors. I've already told you that. That map is going to be for me to play in my own time and enjoy it away from the channel. I will do maybe streams on it, like I'm possibly going to do a stream on it tomorrow. There'll be time lapses on it here and there. There may be a odd video on it here and there as well. This is what we're doing, like if I'm in the mood to record on it. But other than that, I will not be doing a series on it. That is 100% guaranteed. What time is it in the UK? I don't know, look at the clock and tell me what time it is in the UK. I don't know. Or are you asking what time is it that I would go to bed in UK time over here? Because that is like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So, is it 5? No. Yeah. No, it would be like 6. Between 6, 7, and 8 o'clock. He's in the UK. I think he's in Cornwall, but I think he's trying to work out what time UK time I go to bed. Now, granted, that's not all the time. Typically, I like actually to get bed around like 12, 1 o'clock. It's 5 hours time difference. Work it out from there. Seasons, weather, randomized. Yes, it is. Completely dynamic. That's what I mean. It's going to be different for everyone. That's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. Seasons will screw every one of us in a different way. Somehow, somewhen. No. I've got zero interest in IT work, Hector. As much as I like computers and computer gaming, I've got zero interest in that field of work. Absolutely zero. I've spent the last God knows how many years doing YouTube, staring at a computer screen all day. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it becoming a hobby again and getting away from staring at computers all day. I'm a hands-on person as far as stuff like that. Put an engine in front of me, I'll be able to fix it and repair it. Put a computer in front of me, I'll be able to build it, repair it to a point, but that's as far as it goes. I've got zero interest in it as a job. Two for you, but it's 3. UK. You look at the time right now, Craig, just to put it in perspective for you. It is 3:44 PM here in Canada, Eastern Standard Time. In the UK, it will be, what, 7:44 PM? Or would it be 8:44 actually? I got myself confused. I can look very quickly and tell you. No, it's 8:44 in the UK. Yeah, you guys said it earlier, 8:44, so it's a 5-hour time difference. Alright, what we'll do is we'll pull this over here. Probably get the 6930 up on the windrower. How did it manage to turn itself and do that? That's interesting. It's ready to go out the door, basically. Must have turned itself around when it did that. There we go. Alrighty, we started with this machine. We're going to end with this machine. Yep, Canada is 5 hours behind the UK. It's 69.30. Oh, it's not the correct size. What probably is it? 69.30. It may not be the 69.30. It's 69.20. Sorry, 69.20. That's the one I'm on about. This one. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We shall see you tomorrow. Possibly Lone Oak. We shall see what I'm in the mood for. And if you guys are actually interested, we'll do that. I'll probably be playing on Lone Oak today, so I don't know where we'll end up being when we're on that one. But until next time, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you guys tomorrow. Later.